And just because people don't respect comedy don't mean that what he said, that, and I don't validate that corny he said. It's not, I'm sorry, dude. A lot of niggas can hoop, bro.
I know for me, as just doing this and doing stand-up, I know for me, I have to separate it. Like in the moment, I'm all in, but then after it's done, I kind of try to emotionally pull back from it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you, that's hilarious because with my commentary, people think I actually care about the shit I talk about in my commentary. I'll see people 3 weeks later like, "Do you really think?" I was like, "I said that." I do the research to do the thing.
Yeah. Then after that, you done with it.
I don't care. The only reason I ever bring up Kevin Durant because I know nobody's gonna drop that, so I have to keep it in my mind to be able to address it.
Has he ever reached out to you?
He commented on that post.
Really? That was the only time he ever reached out or said anything about it?
Man, listen, he commented multiple times on the post. I was like, this nigga really bad. He was like, I'm 1,000,000,000 times better at what I do than what you do. And people would say that if you love basketball. But if you love comedy, you know he's not 1,000,000,000 times better than me at what he does. He's just not. First of all, there's what, 30, 31 teams in basketball?
32, I think.
30, teams in basketball, 15 players each at the highest level.
Yeah.
That's a lot of niggas.
Yeah.
That's over 400 niggas.
Yeah. About, yeah.
Yeah. You think there's 400 national touring comedians selling out shows all over the country?
No. Hell no.
You think there's 400 comedians that's recognized in multiple continents?
No.
No.
No, not even.
I'm one of very few.
Yeah.
I'm really good at my craft. And then you want to talk about all time? By the time I retire, all time? Man, I might be in the top 5 all time when it's all said and done. Lord willing, he lets me live long enough.
I don't know.
I might be in the top 5 all time.
Richard.
You got Richard, Eddie, Dave,
Fred.
Chris, Fred, all of them. I know everybody. I'm going to be in the top 5.
That's good. I don't know, man. That's tough.
And I hear you.
Okay.
And I'm going to be in the top 5 when it's all said and done. And Kevin Durant will not be in the top 5 at what he does. And it's way more, like, that's what I'm saying. You know there's people in this world that know they can't hoop. Ain't never going to try to hoop. Ain't going to ever, nothing.
Yeah.
Nigga, everybody think they funny. And I'm the best of that. Nigga, it's real hard to be me. And I ain't get no assistance from being born 7 foot or no shit like that. Everybody got a shot at trying to get to where I'm getting to. And I made it to be me. It's way harder. Yes, it is way harder to be me than to be him. I don't care what he thinks. It's way harder to be me than it is to be him. And people don't see it that way because for some reason people respect basketball over comedy when I gotta make jokes no one's ever made before. He ain't gotta invent a new dribble or a new shot or a new way to play basketball. He just gotta be 7 feet with a jump shot. That's all he gotta be. 7 feet with a better handle than most 7-footers and who can put the ball in the hole. Congratulations, dog. I have to know mostly all the jokes ever made and then not step on that and be creative enough to make my own jokes about my life and not duplicate somebody else's shit. Nigga, I'm good. Yeah. I'm real good. It's real hard to do this shit. And just because people don't respect comedy don't mean that what he said, that, and I don't validate that corny shit he said. It's not, I'm sorry, dude. A lot of niggas can hoop, bro. I'm sorry, bro. There's a lot of niggas out here hooping.
Not good, though.
But
not good. There's a lot
in the history of basketball, it's a lot of niggas is hooping. It's a lot of niggas. It's niggas that's been the top. Let's say he's always been top 5 in the league throughout his career. That's great. You know, over the history of basketball, you know how many niggas can say they've been top 5 in the league at some point?
There's a couple of people.
It's a lot of people. We going back to the 50s and 60s. A lot of people who can claim to be top 5 at the time.
Yeah.
nigga, he made the top 75 team, right? We can't even do a top 75 comedians all time.
Yeah.
There ain't even a top 75. That's how exclusive the fucking list is. So if I make top 75, nigga, do you know how amazing I gotta be? And I'm shooting for top 5.
Yeah.
So I ain't really trying to, like, when he say that, I just be laughing, man. People talk about other people's crafts because they don't understand. And I get it.
I want to know, how did you and Kevin Durant even get into this? Or how
because it was on like Bleacher Report or House of Highlights or some shit.
You just made a comment?
I made a comment because he was like, defense don't win championships. Offense wins championships. Yeah. And I was like, and that's probably why you ain't won nothing since you left.
Yeah.
Which some people could be like, oh, you tried to slight him. No, I'm saying that's probably why. Look, if I said diet ain't got nothing to do with losing weight, and then somebody said, that's probably why your ass is fat right now. It's probably why my ass is fat right now. Yeah. Just because it sounds like a slight don't mean it ain't real.
Yeah.
If I say something stupid like that, man, diet and exercise don't mean shit. And somebody go, yeah, I can see why you fat.
Yeah.
I can see why you fat. Nah, man, sometimes the truth sounds mean. But I can see why you didn't win a championship. I can see why you ain't done nothing since. Because you don't understand the importance of defense. Nigga, the Lakers were bad last year. But Anthony Davis was leading everybody in blocks and everything through the playoffs. They made it to the Western Conference Finals. Defense matters. If you get a great... And the thing is, some people are like, well, Rudy Gobert win defensive player. Rudy Gobert to me is not a great defender. Rudy Gobert is 7'3" and puts effort into blocking shots. But to be a great defender across the board, you got to be able to, when you're a great defender, you can stop somebody from doing the things that they want to do easily. That's what being a great defender is. It doesn't necessarily show up in the stats. When you watch Tony Allen play, when Tony Allen was playing, man, he could lead a game with 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 steals, 0 blocks. He'd be like, man, Tony dominated this game. He dominated. Them niggas couldn't do nothing.
But I think that was just Kevin Durant leaning on his abilities, right?
Yeah,
Because
I get it.
He's a great offensive player.
Yeah.
He ain't necessarily the best defensive player, you know what I mean?
But when people criticize me about not being funny, right? I ain't funny. I'm good at comedy. I'm not like naturally funny. There's some niggas out here who are just funny.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you can. Mike Epps is funny.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck who you talking about.
Yeah.
Nigga, Chris Tucker is funny. It felt like they were just throwing Chris Tucker in movies in the 90s. It was like, make it funny. Nigga, man, this nigga in Rush Hour came in and the nigga had a gun. He said, MC Hammer Daddy, put the gun down right now. I know they didn't write that. Ain't nobody wrote MC Hammer Daddy, put the gun down. And why is that in your fucking head? Why is that? You know, I'm not funny like that. It would have never, no. I would have had to do some research on that nigga. To find out how to break. That's me. I'm more calculated. I'm not as funny as some of these people who are naturally funny. So if you love a naturally funny person and you go, Ryan, don't do it for me, I understand. But that naturally funny person ain't gonna never write no shit cold is what I write. So you win some, you lose some. It's whatever. Yeah. But you got to be honest with yourself. And that man is not honest with himself. And that's why I was like, when I put in my video, I was like, to tell me why the teams with the top defensive efficiency always win the title. Only one team was bad in defensive efficiency, and it was Kobe and Shaq, nigga.
I'm gonna give Kevin the benefit of the doubt. I think sometimes he probably just be saying shit in the moment.
Yeah.
He probably didn't mean it.
He know who he was talking to.
Yeah. He just didn't mean it. He just like...
No. He meant it, but he didn't know who he was talking to. I was like, bro, you won the scoring title and Russ won the scoring title the next year. Y'all were on the same team and you still didn't win shit. So offense, you take that offense shit on somewhere. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
I never heard. I played sports all my life.
No one's ever said that shit. Offense don't win no championships.
Yeah, I never heard nobody say
Peyton
that.
Manning and the Broncos broke scoring records. He threw over 50 touchdowns, everything. Man, they ran up against the Seahawks and got blown out. Because if you cannot score, you cannot win.
Sonic Boom.
Nigga.
Yeah.
That's the thing about the Bulls teams. People are like, man, Jordan is a bucket. Jordan is a bucket. You know who wasn't a bucket? His team, nigga. Is
They had to play defense.
They were playing defense. Go watch the Bulls. Them niggas was playing.
defense.
When you say Jordan went 6-0, the Bulls went 6-0, nigga. They were locking niggas up. Only they would let one nigga get off. Only one nigga could get off, and that nigga had to outscore Jordan. And you know what you're not gonna do? Outscore Michael Jordan. Yeah. Man, people forget. People are like, man, Jordan averaged 40 in that series versus Phoenix. Yeah, because Barkley averaged 38, nigga. He had to. He had to. They had no answer for Barkley other than Jordan. You got to outscore Barkley, man. That was the thing. It's like, yeah, offense matters in that, but everybody shutting everybody else down, no, that's defense.
Yeah.
There's a reason why your team, the Bulls lost to the Orlando Magic. They didn't go get another scorer. They went and got Dennis Rodman, nigga. Hey, man, we need Horace Grant them not to be scoring like that.
Yeah.
We'll figure out the Penny and Shaq shit later, but we need Derek Anderson and Scott and the fucking Horace Grant not to score, okay? So, hey, everybody, Ron Harper, everybody, all hands on deck, D up.
Yeah.
And then they swept them. That's how it works. It's defense, bro. And anybody who's like any NBA team is like, no, we gonna put together all this offense. Man, that don't mean nothing, because what's gonna happen when you play a defensive team? That's why Popovich kept winning all those championships. Suns was trying to score like crazy. Rockets was trying to score like crazy. All these things. And then Tim Duncan them was like, we gonna run the whole shot clock out.
Yeah. That's why when the Lakers had Malone, Gary Payton, Kobe, Shaq, all it was like, yeah.
It ain't work because you won't play defense.
Yeah.
And who they lose to? The best defensive team
Detroit.
and all of that. Detroit barely had a nigga score 20 points on the team.
Yeah.
And they just, man, Tayshaun Prince, he was just long. They were like, hey, go play defense. That's all they asked of him the whole time.